Russia, as Sir Winston Churchill once remarked, is a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. The Russian Federation, as it is known, is a highly nationalistic country boasting a landmass of 11 time zones. The primary language spoken is Russian, having been taught and enforced during the days of the Soviet Union. Inside its borders, Russia is home to a diverse population with their respective native languages and religions. And in spite of the traditions that they have religiously held for so long, not one of those religions offers any real salvation or hope of eternal life. We are looking at almost an entire population of people that are guaranteed to spend eternity in hell because they have either never heard the gospel or have not accepted it. The harvest field of Russia has an incredible need. The laborers are few. Could God raise up and send more workers and have his name glorified in a country once claiming that he is dead? We pray toward that means. Perhaps God would burden your heart so that the people of Russia would be reached with the gospel. It is a matter of fact that Russia needs more gospel-preaching missionaries. After the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, the country was plunged into chaos as families sought to find food and wealthy oligarchs grabbed for power. Marching boots turned into massive breadlines as the country faced economic depression and an uncertain future. 79 years of atheism left the formerly communist country of Russia destitute of biblical teaching and bankrupt of that which allows society to function, morality and absolute truth. The effect of this spiritual poverty was devastating. In the void of Christ, Russia's population turned to everything else, destroying itself in the process. Families are in shambles and the country in ruins. Alcoholism and drug abuse have caused the spread of violence, disease, and homelessness. Many of Russia's children are often abused by their parents. They live on the streets and die from either drug overdose or disease. There are over 650,000 registered orphans in Russia. Somewhere between 66 to 95% of these children are societal orphans, meaning nobody wanted them. Orphans with disabilities have it worst. They are often neglected and even abused in the state-run orphanages. Children and adults all over Russia have never heard about the Christ who loves them. Instead, they will perish into eternity without any hope because no one ever gave them the gospel. What each person in Russia needs is to hear about the forgiveness of sin found in the cross of Christ, that salvation is a gift of grace by faith, and that a righteous God is the only source of lasting love and hope. How shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach except they be sent?